tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter when they come to.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the run. Check 31. Whoa. Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
To throw is Jackson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 35 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Yellow, 480.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down, going up top, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Shrink that ball. Don't use the mic.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out right at the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Undercut. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They're not ready for this.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, red. I don't need to. Go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Dickerson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally. From the gun, Jackson. They go with a shuffle pass and it's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. The quick slant caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, blue lane.
Defense, out top. It's out top.
Motion.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Stenerud now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the score that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a second.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Kansas City touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Well, now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Randy Moss with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Quit talking about it.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Check right 45. Yeah, I got you.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Brings up third down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You got three down. Check, 45.
Back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
45.
Attack!
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
That'll do it for us.